Welcome back to Drive System 5. My name is Byron, and this is the 2021 Ford F150 Platinum Hybrid with Powerboost. I've had this full-size 4x4 pickup for the last week, during which I've been daily driving it and getting to know it inside and out. As always, we'll take a look at the exterior, the interior, then we'll go out and take it for a drive. The exterior color of this vehicle is Antimatter Blue Metallic, a very unique color because in different lighting scenarios it really changes. On an overcast day or at night it almost looks black, but in the direct sunlight you can really see that sparkle from the blue metallic paint. Total MSRP as tested, $71,890. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the exterior. Starting right up front here on the hood, you'll notice that it's all pretty much one level, although there's some different body lines and styling cues that make this appear to be raised, which I think is pretty cool. As we work our way through here, we've got a massive front end, very wide, very tall. We've got our front camera embedded here into the Ford emblem. We've got the body color painted bumper, which is always a nice classy touch. And we've got different parking sensors located throughout that. We've got huge LED front headlamps. Now we work our way down through here. I feel like this would have been nice if this was a black or maybe this brushed type material through here, but it's kind of that reflective chrome. And same with the tow hooks. I feel like if this was just all black, that would have been a nice touch, and this would have really stood out more, but that's just how they styled this one, and let's go ahead and work our way over to the side. Here at the profile, you get an idea of just how massive this vehicle is. For reference, I'm 6'5" tall. The vehicle is taller than me, and of course, it's very long, 145-inch wheelbase in this vehicle. I'll just kind of touch on some of the things I like and don't like about it. I really like that this is blacked out. I would have liked if this chrome strip through here was blacked out as well. Granted, we do have the Platinum package, so that's going to have some different styling cues associated with it. We have the F-150 Platinum indication up here, and then the Powerboost logo right there. As we work our way down here, let's see, we've got a 4x4 indication as well. We're sitting on 20-inch polished aluminum wheels all the way around. Got the running boards here. Those got in the way for me personally. Got really long legs, so I just kind of overstepped it every time, and sometimes I'd end up hitting the back of my calf on it. So for me, that was something that got in the way. For others, that'll be something that's very, very helpful. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rear. The biggest thing that you'll see is this massive Platinum indication through here that spans the whole length of the tailgate practically. So people definitely know that you are in the Platinum trim level. I do like through, when you get up close, you'll see it's got a little texture to it. It's not just kind of smoothed out. It's got a little bit of raised feel to it, so I do appreciate that. We got the F-150 indication here. You've got your Ford badging on that side. You got your backup camera right through here. As we work our way down, we've got the body color painted bumper again as well. I always have appreciated that. Different parking sensors located throughout that. You've got your towing hookup and towing setup through here, and you've got an ability to lock that through there. We'll go ahead and open this. I won't do it manually. I'll use the key. Press that twice. You can also open this when you're in the cab of the vehicle. Open it and raise it, which is a very cool feature as well. But we'll go ahead and do that. Just tap twice here. That will give you little beeping indications that it's lowering. Nice soft lower too. It doesn't just dump out on you. It comes down slowly and gives you that beeping indication as well. Then back here, got a lot going on actually. A lot of different places where you could set things and kind of not store things, but you could put something through here. You could put some stuff up through here. Of course, you got the different measurements and rulers back here. Now, I'm not sure how often someone, when they're actually out on a job site, would use that, but maybe if you were just out and about running errands or something, or doing something quick and you didn't happen to have your tape measure on you or your ruler on you, and you just kind of wanted to plop it on there and just take a quick look, that could come in handy. And you got the Ford indication over here. We do have the spray-in bed liner on this particular spec. You got different lighting back through here, and then you got your plug through here, a 120 volt plug, which is really nice. And you can actually power that on right through here. So pretty simple back here, but it's also functional. You could definitely get the job done back through here. Now let's go ahead and, I can't remember, I think you can raise it from back here too if I hold this twice. Okay, there you go. So you can do that with the key fob. Just simply press it twice. And actually, I may as well point this out while we're here. I'll manually lower this, but this is nothing special to this year model, but this is the step assist through here, and you got your different clamp holds through here, so you can push that down and clamp stuff in on either side. So that is the rear of the vehicle, and that's where a lot of the people are going to spend their time. I mean, this is a pickup truck, so people will be hauling things around, so that's important to point that out. Let's go ahead and hop around the side, then we'll jump inside. You got your keyless entry integrated up here on the door sill. We'll go ahead and hop in, and again, like I mentioned, I am a tall guy, so I don't need this step to get in. I was just able to get in easily like this, and I'd end up, you know, hitting my legs on the way in, or sometimes it would pop out when I was trying to get out and I couldn't time it just right. So for me, not something that I need, but it is what it is, and it's there if you need it. So let's go ahead and jump in here and take a look at the interior. While I could spend hours in here going over every little thing, I'm just going to kind of highlight some of the things I like and don't like with my experience of driving this F-150 for the past week. We'll start right out here with a complaint, unfortunately, but it's this door handle. I know this isn't specific to this, you know, exact vehicle. It's kind of like that in all of them, but I don't like how you have to dip your hand in here to get it open. I would much rather prefer a handle, and especially because this is kind of suede Alcantara material through here. I feel like if my hands were wet at all, or I just had any dirt or grime or anything on them and it was kind of reaching in there, this little bit would be a nice heavy traffic area to get real dirty real quick. But I do like throughout the door, you got a lot of different things going on. Again, we got that leather up here, you got the contrasting stitching, you got the genuine wood through here, kind of some plastic down through here, but this is a different texture than this plastic, and this is obviously different color than that on the Bang & Olufsen sound system, so that has been nice. This is the different kind of textures throughout, even through here. You'll notice on the outside of that, it's got a little bit of styling cue through there, and to be honest, when I first got in this vehicle, I was overwhelmed, because there's just a lot of different buttons, and there's a whole lot going on, but when you kind of just, you know, sit down and look at it, it's really not that bad. And I was kind of pinpoint some of the things that I used real frequently. This was to open up the gas cap. These were kind of spotlights on either side of the mirror, which were handy if you kind of wanted to see what was on either side of you. This is how you raise and lower the rear tailgate. Pretty simple through here. This is very, very similar. I was just in the Bronco for the last week, and this setup through here is very similar, and this is almost, well, it is practically identical, especially with the 12-inch display screen here. So we'll go ahead and fire it up, foot on the brake. This will fire to life, but it won't really fire to life. That's the thing for me with this hybrid. Half the time I couldn't tell if it was on. Like right now, it's so silent, you barely hear. It's a little bit of noise coming from over there, but other than that, you really can't tell if it's on. I'll go ahead and shut the door. I love the digital dash though, full digital on the dash, which is nice. Gonna turn the cooled seat off through here. And then here's again the touchscreen. This is just like out of the Bronco. This is their Ford's Sync 4 system. Now here's the thing that everyone talks about. This is the shift knob that goes up and down. So I'll demonstrate that here. Simply press that when you're in park. That will flatten, and then this will allow you to access the workspace. Perfectly flat through here pretty much, so you can throw your laptop or, you know, a workbook and get stuff done when you're out on the road or out on the job site. So we'll flip that back. It comes up and down, you know, fairly quick. Now here's something that people talked about and complained, and I kind of noticed it myself, that it's not the most tight on this knob right here. You have to engage this front button to get it, you know, to reverse or neutral or drive. But when you're just sitting in between, it's very loose, and I'm not sure if that has to do, it might probably be just because it's retractable rather than something that's, you know, solid and fixed. So that's just something worth noting, that it's not the tightest through there. Obviously, a lot of this stuff is not specific to this vehicle, but it's still something that I appreciate. The fact that, you know, can remove the liners to the cup holder, or remove the different liners through here. I like how this is soft close on the way up, or automatic. It would have been nice if it was the reverse as well, so you could just press something or push something and it would fully open, because it's a little bit tight. You might have to use, you know, a few fingers to get that done. Wireless charging through there, USB, USB-C. And I didn't really use any of this storage through here. I just kind of put my phone there, and that was really it. And then I put my wallet here or on this side of the door. Up here, I never use this at all. And again, this is not necessarily specific to this truck. It's just kind of the first time I've really reviewed a full-size, newer body F-150. I didn't use this at all. You got the speaker up here, but I guess you could put something up there, but I wouldn't really want anything on display. To be honest, I wouldn't really want people to be able to see that, whatever I have up here, but I'm sure some people store things up there. This is cool through here. One touch, that'll open up. This is a removable liner as well, but it'd be nice if you could press it and it would come back down, but you gotta manually do that. Not a huge thing, but just something worth noting as always. Got the dual pane moonroof option in this vehicle. Massive, absolutely massive, and it's like a magic trick. I really can't comprehend exactly where this thing goes. It must just kind of roll up back there because it's a very, you know, thin and malleable material. So we'll go ahead and open that up all the way. Take a look at the seats here. Absolutely gorgeous two-tone leather seats with the Carmelo leather. You got the platinum indication through there, and you'll notice kind of like a little suede stripe insert through there, and that is continued up here, almost like a cross-like shape around the platinum emblem. Yeah, you can adjust this, kind of ratchet it into place, and that'll kind of raise it for you. I can never really get it to work perfectly. I'm sure it takes some time to get used to it eventually, but for me, I can never get it to lock perfectly in place. Now these are the full max recline seats, which is nice. You do have the massage seat function as well, so that's really comfortable when you get the heated seat on, turn the massage on, and then fully recline this. You could definitely take a nap or relax. And I actually did do that once myself, and I was laying here in the truck just kind of relaxing, and then it kicked in. I guess, you know, this is a hybrid, so it kicked in from the electric motor to the V6, and it kind of startled me a little bit because it was real nice and peaceful and quiet, and then it kind of was like vroom, and it wasn't loud with the V6, but it did kind of surprise me. So that's something that you're kind of getting into when you get a hybrid. It will change between the two different modes, so that's something to note as well. Headroom's good. I got plenty of headroom sitting here, as you can see, at least several inches, and plenty of leg room as well. Let's go ahead and hop in the rear. You've got a nice continuation of the same textures that you had up in the front door pretty much. Legroom's fine. I really have these seats kind of maxed out because I was just kind of chilling, hanging out up there. But even then, I'm still all right on the legroom given the length of my legs. This pocket back through here is very, very flexible, and the Bronco is pretty stiff, but this is, you know, real flexible. You can put quite a bit of storage through there. Heated seats in the rear, which is a nice feature as well. And then you got your different outlets and charging ports through here. We'll put down this cup holder, then we'll go for a drive. So really simple. I really thought that maybe they could have had some, you know, maybe more storage on the front end or just anything other than just simple to cup holder configuration, but that's how it is. Actually, before we go for a drive, let me show you these seats fully flipped up. Obviously, you've got plenty of storage back here, but if it's raining or you don't want to have anything exposed to the elements or just exposed to anyone, you can pull here on this little tab here, and this will fold up this rear seat perfectly flat and giving you just a ton of space, floor, all the way to ceiling. Let me flip this side up and I'll show you exactly how that looks. So there you can see it fully opened up. Tons of flat space, tons of room to store things. You even get a little bit up through here underneath the seat as well. So that's a very, very handy feature if you want to store things in the vehicle in addition to the rear or solely back here. Now, let's go ahead and take it for a drive. Behind the wheel and on the road in the hybrid F-150, what are we working with underneath the hood? That is a 3.5 liter EcoBoost twin turbo V6 engine paired with a 47 horsepower electric motor and battery, and all that combined gives you the Powerboost, which is 430 horsepower, 570 pound-foot of torque coming from a pickup truck. That is very torquey and a nice bit of horsepower. So when I get on the straightaway here, I'm gonna go ahead and give it an acceleration, let you guys hear and feel the emotions that come along with it. And I will just make this known that I'm not just saying that these cars are fast. I daily drive a 650 horsepower Z06. So, you know, I have a good idea of what speed is like. So when I say something's fast, you know, it generally will, you know, catch me off guard or I'll be surprised. So we'll just come through here. We'll let this car get a little distance ahead of us because it'll creep up on them real quick. Put the pedal to the floor. it really comes on quick. The power is very smooth. And then once you get up, you know, like over 40 or so, it's not really pulling from that point forward, like, you know, a lot of real quick accelerating vehicles will continue to pull. It just kind of maintains its speed. It is a 10-speed automatic transmission, which is really smooth. Right now we're in 7. I can put it into manual mode, but I've just been driving regular, so I'll give it another little acceleration here. Dropped all the way down to 3rd. Again, that's quick, and we're in a pickup truck. This is, you know, a practical vehicle that you're going to be hauling stuff around or towing stuff around, which the horsepower and torque is good for that aspect, the practical aspect, but it is kind of fun just kind of zipping around. At least that's what I've been using it for. I haven't been towing it. Anything, I don't really have anything to tow. I got a dirt bike that I could haul around in the back, but you don't need, you know, the hybrid specific platinum trim 4x4, all that to haul a dirt bike. So it's just been you know, fun driving around. So it's taking a little getting used to driving this hybrid, because, you know, at times it'll be completely silent, whether it's going in, you know, full electric and putting the electric miles on, but then when you switch over into V6, you know, it's not loud by any means. It is a twin turbo. I'm used to driving a V8. You know, I've had a 2004 F-150 FX4 with a 5.4 liter Triton V8. That's what I'm used to driving. That's what I've been driving for the past 12 years. I put a MagnaFlow exhaust on that, so I'm used to, like, you know, some V8 power. Actually, all 3 cars that I own are V8s. So if I was gonna get this, I'd get the same trim level, but I'd get it in the V8. But, you know, there are several different options for all different people and all different needs. So that is something nice that Ford offers. So if we go over here into features, I can click on Power Flow, and that's been the most fascinating for me. It'll actually show what's going on in the vehicle as you're driving. So we're doing hybrid driving right now, and it says engine on due to drive power. Coming up to the crest of this hill, I'm gonna let off the gas, I'm gonna coast down the hill, and it should transition over into regenerative braking. And indeed, it says engine on due to normal operation, and it says regenerative braking, and it actually shows where the little battery pack is, kind of pulsating through and getting the power flowing through the engine. Now it's strictly regenerative braking, power cut off, or like the flow to the engine cut off, and it's just that battery back there powering those rear wheels, or at least it appears to be almost like powering the axle. So that's kind of cool. I have liked seeing the kind of inner workings and science behind it. Now we're in fully electric driving, but I'm back on the brakes and it's switched over to regenerative braking. So it's constantly like changing no matter what you're doing. I like the layout of this vehicle as far as the heights of some of the different things, like the center console and this portion through the door. A lot of the cars I've been driving lately, either this side sill over here is like way far up, or the center console is too low, so I'm never really comfortable with my arm placement. But in this truck, it's actually perfect. I place my elbow right here on this center console, which is actually very nice and soft, kind of plush almost, so that's comfortable through there. And obviously this side sill right here, pop it there, both arms here, both hands on the wheel, and I'm good to go. I'm very, very comfortable in the seat of this F-150. One cool thing about the hybrid setup is you get increased fuel efficiency, 24 city, 24 highway. Now I've been driving at about 19.4 is my average, but I've also been driving a lot faster than normal, so that's just one thing to keep in mind. I will say I have liked my time driving this vehicle. It's not been like a blast. It's just been a regular, you know, everyday driver. Some of these vehicles I test, I really, really enjoy and have a lot of fun and go out and do, you know, fun stuff in it. It's just been a regular truck, very practical. If you want to go off-roading and do burnouts and do jumps and pulls and all that, and, you know, maybe do in the Raptor or do it in the Bronco like I had in the past week. It's been a different, you know, a change of pace, and this is, again, something much more practical that you would just be out daily driving around to work, to the job site. For me, personally, this wouldn't make sense to get. I'm fine with my 04. I'll just keep it as is. I don't really need to upgrade to the latest and greatest. I've gotten kind of used to that bare bones nature of that vehicle. I don't even have an aux cord or Bluetooth or any of that. It's real simple, and I kind of like it that way. Obviously, I like the heated seat and the cooled seat and the massage seat and just some of that creature comforts, but I prefer just to be a little bit more simpler, but everyone has their own preference. As far as visibility goes, it's really good. I mean, this is a massive truck. I can't get over that. I feel like I'm in like an old school Hummer H1 or something, where the passenger side is like so far over there. And I feel like this is a lot bigger than my 2004 F-150. I'm sure obviously it's grown over the years, but it's just really, really big, but the visibility is great. Obviously plenty of different driver assistance and safety technology, lane keep assist, cruise control, adaptive cruise control. You basically like self-drive this thing if you wanted to. You do have to keep your hands on the wheel. It'll give you that warning, yellow warning at first, and it turns to red if you keep your hands off for too long. But I did test it out a little bit, and it does all right, but I would not recommend that you take your attention off of the road and off of the vehicle itself. We'll do one final acceleration as we come up this hill. Drop down into third for me. That's definitely fun. I really feel that power boost. It definitely gives you that extra little bump. But again, for me, I still I am not sold on the hybrid. Well, I mean, obviously the hybrid works, but for me personally, I'm just still a V8 guy. And I think that the term hybrid kind of might scare people off, and they might think kind of, you know, weak or slow. But obviously, as you saw there, I mean, this is not by any means weak or slow. This is powerful and definitely has a presence. So that is definitely changing the definition of hybrid in my mind. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video review. Be sure to leave a like. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down in the comment section below. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.